The throne did not feel like power. It felt like a weight. The great hall was silent as Toklim stood before it, not a warrior, not a schemer, not a king, at least not yet. "You must sit," Queen Sayan said softly, though her tone carried command. Toklim shook his head slightly. "I'm not him." "No," she replied, "you are what's left." That stung more than any insult. Behind them, the doors opened. King Hooligan entered. But this was not the man Toklim remembered. His steps were heavier, his eyes colder. Grief had hollowed something out and filled it with iron. "The boy will sit," the king said flatly. Toklim hesitated, then slowly took the throne. It felt wrong, like it didn't belong to him, like it never would. Days passed, and the kingdom adjusted, but uneasily. Orders became harsher, punishments quicker, mercy almost gone. Petty thieves filled the dungeons, debtors vanished into chains, even minor defiance was crushed without hesitation. "The people are afraid," Ginny said one night, confronting her father. "They should be," King Hooligan replied. "That's not how you ruled before." The king turned to her, eyes sharp. "That's why my son raised a blade against me." Ginny didn't back down, but for the first time she had no answer. Toklim tried. He listened to petitions. He spoke gently. He asked questions instead of giving orders. But every decision he made, his father overruled, every time. "You hesitate," the king told him, "and hesitation breeds rebellion." "I'm trying to be fair," Toklim said. "Fair kings lose their crowns." Toklim looked down at his hands. They already did. Meanwhile, far from the castle, in the twisting streets of the city of the Back Rows, a different kind of kingdom was forming. Hooligan II stood atop a crumbling balcony, looking over a city that thrived on shadows, smugglers, mercenaries, thieves, people who didn't care about crowns, only power, perfect. Beside him stood Kipper, flipping his coin again. "You've got their attention," Kipper said, "but attention doesn't win wars." Hooligan II smirked. "No, fear does." Below them, a man was dragged forward, one of the local gang leaders who had refused to swear loyalty. "You had your chance," the prince said calmly. The man spat at his feet. Big mistake. Hooligan II didn't rage, didn't shout. He simply gave a small nod. The guard stepped forward and the message was sent. Clear, cold, unforgettable. Kipper raised an eyebrow. "You're not just taking over, you're rebuilding." "No," Hooligan II said quietly. "I'm preparing." For the throne, a pause, then a dark smile. For Toklim. Back at the castle, Toklim stood alone on the balcony, staring out at the kingdom he now ruled but didn't control. "I can't do this," he whispered. From the shadows a voice answered. "Yes, you can." It was Ginny. She stepped beside him. "You're the only one who still sees what this kingdom is supposed to be," she said. Toklim shook his head. "Father won't let me lead." Ginny's gaze hardened. "Then one day you'll have to choose." Toklim looked at her, fear creeping in. "Choose what?" Ginny didn't look away. "The kingdom. A beat, or him." And far away, under the bleeding red banners of the Back Rows, an army without a flag began to rise, not for land, not for glory, but for revenge. Next episode, we can go full tension. Toklim